Hey everyone, welcome back to another Outriders video. Now in today's video, I want to go over how you guys can increase your world tier from whatever current world tier you're at. In my case, I'm at world tier 4 because I beat the game on world tier 1 just so I could get through it on my second character as fast as I possibly could. To world tier 15, so whatever phase and stage that you guys are currently at, to world tier 15. Now obviously there is a couple benefits for actually doing that. You only need to do it once, but you can actually unlock other weapons with other characters, and this is a really fast way of being able to get a lot of legendaries, at least fairly quickly, in my opinion, if you guys do start other characters in other classes in the game. So anyway, why would we want to actually go ahead and increase our world tier? Number one is that you actually get 4 legendaries from actually going ahead and actually doing this method. When you hit world tier 12, you actually get a legendary weapon and a resource pack of titanium, and you actually get that for each of the last 4 tiers, which means that we get 4 legendary gear. Now obviously if you guys don't have a lot of legendary weapons, I would wait till you're at a world tier 15 to go ahead and claim these and be at the highest level possible that you can, especially in your expedition. If you guys are as close to that CT 15 that you possibly can be, this will actually make the most benefit. Now if you guys have the gear that you guys want but haven't necessarily unlocked the world tier that you guys are looking for, then going after these legendary gears can actually unlock the hopefully tier 3 mods that you don't already have. So there's a couple different methods about doing this, so you at least get 4 gear or 4 mods that you might want or need in your end game experience. Now a lot of this is going to be for your end game experience because I definitely don't recommend getting it prior to that unless you really want just the mods, but I would try to focus on both of them. So the highest CT level that you possibly can be at, highest level possible, and the highest world tier before you actually unlock them will give you the best possible chance at both combinations, and then you can decide, do you want to keep that legendary weapon or do you want to break it down? Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and break down the method. Now the other thing that we actually need to do is go ahead and put we want to auto set it on to so that it automatically changes it to the highest tier available. So that way, if you happen to level up, you don't have to like stop and then go ahead and switch it over. It will just automatically do it. Now, if you're playing through the game on your second playthrough with a second character, then just keep it off because then you can play it on the lowest world tier because it ultimately doesn't matter. And I'm at a lower world tier because this is my second character. Now we're specifically going to the gate, which is about halfway through the game, and the reason that we're coming to this is because everything is so incredibly close that we need to actually go ahead and do in order to actually get as much world tier gain as possible. And that is actually going to be through a hunter quest, and you can actually see it right there glowing in the distance. So we're in our camp and there is the hunter quest, but I want to show you guys where it's at first of all in the grand scheme of things, so you guys know exactly where you guys are looking for and where you guys need to go. So basically right on the edge of the kind of the tropical area into the desert area is where it's at. So just go to this location and then you're going to spawn here, and then you're going to go ahead and make your way over to this specific monster hunter quest. Now if you've already done it and haven't turned in this item, then unfortunately you have to do the other ones. But if you have done it already, then what you can do is you can actually abandon it, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that here in just a little bit so you guys know exactly how to do it, and then you guys can actually go ahead and replay it. So if you've already completed it and have turned it in to the hunter, you guys will have to go ahead and play all the other ones in order to do this. And then the starting area is right here, so it's literally camp, bones, enter area, all right next to each other. It takes no time to actually get into this area. But before we go any further, and we got a loading screen anyway, if you guys are enjoying these videos and want more daily content like this, make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. So what we're going to go ahead and do is run past all of the monsters here because we don't want to fight them individually. That's not what we're focusing on here. We want to go after Wendigo, or however you pronounce his name. I mean, if you guys want to call him Fandango and watch a little bit of movies, that's perfectly fine because hey, who's not a movie lover? But anyway, there he is, or she, I guess, and we're going to go ahead and activate our blighted rounds. We're going to go ahead and freeze him and everything around us, so we're kind of focusing just on this guy here. And obviously the higher world tier that we actually do go up, the higher that he will come. There he's done. We're going to get some loot dropped. Absolutely fantastic. We're gonna go ahead and grab that, and now we're gonna just go ahead and kill a lot of these other guys around here, and we want to leave at least one enemy alive, and then collect whatever actually gets dropped. We're trying to kill as many of the enemies as possible because this will actually allow us to get the highest world tier as possible and hopefully as much loot. So we're going to go ahead and collect that, and then what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and go into the return to lobby. And so we're gonna go back to the main screen where we can actually choose our character, and the main screen here. So we can also choose our character by going into this screen. So I'm gonna play as Myra as my new character. I proceed to lobby. You don't have to actually do that part if you're not already in there, and then we're gonna go ahead and continue the game. Obviously, I am on an Xbox Series X. If you guys are on a PS4 or an Xbox One of some capacity, it might take a little bit longer as far as your loading times. So this method will take a little bit longer for you guys, so I do apologize for that. But then you're going to be put right back here. You can see that our world tier actually has gained in world tier. And now what we're going to do is we're going to kill off all of the enemies to show you guys how you guys can fix the mistake and abandon your hunt, just in case that actually happens to you. And activate my blighted rounds. I'm going to go ahead and throw my turret here in just a second. Right here, I'm going to go ahead and freeze. And he's done for, or she. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and kill off everything that we possibly can here, so that we collect everything as well. Throw down another turret. Why not? If there's a chest over there that I've never collected. All right, that must be the last enemy right there. All right, so we've actually killed off everything. Oopsies, we made a big mistake, right? We shouldn't have actually gone and done that. We should get a fast travel right there. So that's my bad. We weren't supposed to do that. So you're gonna go ahead and just actually fast travel back to your camp. And then once you actually get back to your camp, that's where we can actually go ahead and just do this next process. And if you guys already have completed it and haven't turned in, this is what you guys can actually go ahead and do. Again, the hunt is actually right there, and you're actually going to go ahead and see it light up here in just a moment. We're going to go back into our menu here. We're going to go to quest map. We're going to click on all, and we're going to scroll down to find the one that we completed, which is this one right here. And then we can actually push Y on the Xbox and abandon that, confirm it. And then once we get out of it, it will light it back up blue, and you can actually repeat the process. So either way actually works completely fine. If you guys don't want to necessarily load out of the game and go back to the lobby, this is at least another way that you guys can go ahead and do it. Hopefully this does help you guys out, and if it does, make sure that you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.